Our guest is Dr. Kim Yu, who is practices in the Detroit, Michigan area, and um, you are in solo practice there, which I think is very interesting. I get
I
a lot of
am.
questions from students and from residents about that. How did that all come about, and how is that going these days?
Oh, how do I put this? It's going wonderfully in some respects and scarily in other respects. I started off as an employed physician after residency with a large hospital group, and I did that for 2 years. And during that time, I became more involved with the American Academy of Family Physicians, and um, really got involved both at the state level and at the national level, and was awarded a minority delegate seat for our National Congress of Delegates for our academy. And what transpired was that my goals in being able to participate in medical politics were not necessarily the goals of the hospital system. And so I found it necessary to really try and decide, well, what do I really want to do? Is being involved in the academy what I really wanted to do? And at the time it really was. And I had to say, when they didn't want me to go to certain conferences and meetings, that was something that I couldn't compromise on, that was really important to me. And so I decided for that was part of the reason. The second reason was being in solo practice, I found so much more flexibility, both in time and in what I want to be able to achieve as a family physician for myself, for my personal life, and also for my patients. To be able to offer to my patients the ability to talk about my faith, to bring in the spiritual aspect of their lives was important to me, and I felt being an employed physician, I really couldn't discuss those matters. They were not things I could talk about freely. So having my own practice has really given me the freedom to be able to talk, to live life the way that I really believe I should be living, and it's really given a real clarity to me, to knowing that I'm doing what I need to be doing, that this is the right path for me. It's not for everyone, and there are multiple challenges. It's definitely not as lucrative in some ways than being an employed physician can be, but the money, life is not about money. It
Sure.
really can't be, and I think for many physicians. Especially now we're thinking more about lifestyle and how do we want to really make a difference in the lives of our patients in a more concrete way. And I found that for myself, like I had to be a solo physician to do that.
How would you describe the population that you take care of? Is it rural? Is it urban? Is it inner city? Is it suburban? Where is
My
your clinic
practice,
located?
yeah, my practice is actually located in a place called Dearborn Heights. It's Dearborn Heights in Redford, which is suburban, semi-urban. It's a stone's throw away from Detroit, literally. And so we have a real good mix of patients that come from true suburbia to real urban areas. I would not say that we are rural in any way or means, but mainly suburban and urban in my practice population. Predominantly, probably about 70% are Caucasian, 30% are minorities.
And do you work with any mid-level providers in your clinic at all, or is it just it's all you?
It's just me. Yeah, it's me and a very, very amazing certified medical assistant, office manager, everything. My right-hand person, Cindy, who I love and adore and will never get rid of. I could not do my practice without her, and I don't know if she's listening or not. But she, I think that for anyone to succeed in solo practice, you need to have staff that you can truly rely on. And I am truly blessed to have someone like her in my life that I can rely on and that the patients can rely on. So that's really helped. I decided to go into solo practice, as I said, for multiple reasons, but I was inspired quite a few years ago, in 2002. It's been that long, was when I started my solo practice road. After reading Gordon Moore's articles in Family Practice Management, which is a magazine that is put out by the American Academy of Family Physicians, I think, or Family Practice Management, and he's a physician who's really spearheaded like the ultralight, ultra solo type of practice, where it's literally just one doctor and not even maybe a medical assistant. And at the time I read that and thought, wow, that's a really different idea. And I didn't go so brave as to just do it solo. I decided at the time to join, I didn't join, but I opened my solo practice in an office space that had 2 physicians in it. So I shared space from them and rented space from 2 physicians, and we would share call. But those 2 physicians retired on me last year.
Oh, no.
And so, and so last year I decided to go totally solo and open my own practice in our own office space that I rent, and we are totally solo, and it's wonderful. It really is. I feel very happy to have made that decision.